Hey guys, what's up? Um, so first thing I want to talk about is one of my subs on Twitch. His name is Terry, or TechTech678. He got into a car accident a few days ago, and he only woke up to, like earlier today. And I just wanted to say, get well soon, Terry. Really wish you could see our game. And I know that apparently one of the first things he said was when he woke up was, "How did we do against CLG?" And then well, I just want to say, we beat CLG. And I wish you can come back to my stream soon, even though I don't stream too much nowadays. But yeah, at least when you're there, I'll have more than 20 viewers, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, get well soon, Terry, and see you around. All right, so CLG versus Team Liquid. I think we played really well this series. There were some mistakes, a lot of mistakes here and there. We didn't do so well in our 2v1, but some of it was warranted, some of it wasn't. Sometimes we had a weaker early game team comp, so we were okay with being behind a little bit, especially in the Juggernaut game. We were okay with being behind a couple K and just being like, all right, just once we hit our power spikes, once we get our Triforces, then we can fight and just win team fights there. Overall, I didn't think CLG played too bad. I think if we were the team that we were 2 weeks ago, we probably would have lost, but we've improved a lot since then, and we really concised our shot calling and everything is just feels a lot better. Everything's falling into place, and that's allowing us to just do a lot better in LCS, in 5-5, and that's good for us. So when people always say that, oh, like Xpecial, you have this insane record against Cloud9 or against CLG. I have an insane record against CLG, yes, but I also have an insanely poor record against Cloud9. I've never beat them in playoffs. I've played against them 3 times. Pretty much all 3 times I can think of, I think we got stomped, like 0-3 or 0-2 or whatever. So, um, yeah, I mean, C9 is a really tough opponent for me in playoffs. Not just because, like they counter me or anything like that, but it's just because they're a good team and I always lose to them. So I really want to beat them this time. I think that we have a really good shot. We're looking pretty good as a team, and Cloud9 is looking the weakest relative to other teams. The split, just because all the teams getting a lot better, and shot calling and coaching and everybody's getting them done, and just A looks a lot stronger in this split, and something I've said, and even though a lot of people don't agree with me that perhaps NA can actually rival the foreign regions, I think it's just because we have a lot of foreign players as well, and these players are really good. They bring in a lot of these good coaches as well. Tip's coach, Fly, for example, he's a really solid coach, and he really helped Tip get from, they were like not doing well at all at the beginning of the split, and now they're looking as one of the top three, top two teams in North America. So coaches do matter a lot for teams, and with all these foreign players coming to NA, they're bringing along a lot of um, these coaches as well that are gonna help the region as well. So, um, yeah, I mean, right now actually the playoffs look very similar to last year's summer, where Curse beat out CLG, and then TSM C9 got the buys. Chip beat out team. I think it was Dignitas last year, or well, their MQ of course, and then they would go on to lose to TSM 2-3, and then we would lose to Cloud9 0-3, and hopefully it doesn't repeat exactly, but I'm really hoping forward to this week. I really want to beat Cloud9. They're a really good team, and I really want to break that curse where we're always stuck in fourth, that people always say all the time that I kind of hate. But once you get that done, I think if we can beat Cloud9, I think we'll take first, just because Cloud9, they are a really good team. I mean, obviously, like once you beat Cloud9, we'll be in the finals, but it's just that CLG, they played pretty well, but without us having to play against CSM and Cloud9, it's hard to really tell who's better. And if we beat Cloud9, I think we're probably the best team. That's just usually how it works. Like Tip is actually really good as well. Tip can actually beat out TSM. Like all these teams are actually really close. But for us, it's just if we beat Cloud9, pretty much means that we got our shit together. And I think that once we get our shit together, we'll be really, really good. So that's what I meant by if we beat Cloud9, it means we have our shit together, and that will mean that we're really good. And if we're really good, that should mean that we get first. So that's my perception of how our games are gonna go. So I'm really hoping for it. I'm looking forward to these games. Also, against CLG, I actually didn't think I played too well overall. I mean, I played fairly well, but I didn't think I played perfect. And There were a lot of mistakes I made. I remember one in the first game I was playing Alistar, I went for a flash headbutt play on double solution. I got it off, got my Q off too. We killed him pretty quickly, and then I died right afterwards. And I was like, oh shit, I still had my ultimate, and that was like something that I had never done before. It just doesn't make sense for me to not use my ultimate on Alistar in a team fight, and that was like a huge mistake for me. But overall, it didn't really matter. But for me, it's just like, oh man, I need to tighten up my play a little bit and make sure that I play really, really well, as I think we'll need that for our Cloud9 game because they're really good as well. So that's pretty much it for this vlog. I think I talked enough, and um, hope to see you guys next week. Hope we get to the finals. Hope we win. I hope Terry gets well, and yeah, bye guys.